Hello, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you some new Kerastase products. I think they're both relatively new. This is the Blond Absolu Serum Cicanuit. This is for blondes. It's a leave-in product. And then this is a oil from the Chronologiste line, and it's a perfumed hair oil. So I'm going to be trying out both today. I've used both of these a couple times already, but I want to show you, like, as I'm doing my hair, what it's like. I also have some samples from Kerastase. I have tried all of these except for this one here. This is from the Blond Absolu range. This is Cicanuit, and this is the heat protecting serum from this line. Haven't tried it yet. I have a full size of the Nectar Thermique. This is one of my favorite heat protecting creams from this brand. And then the Extensioniste Thermique is the same sort of thing except for from the Resistance line, which is for like strengthening. So these all do the same thing, but they target different results, I suppose, but essentially they're supposed to protect your hair. And then this is another like strengthening cream. It's not necessarily for blow drying. This is the Cement Thermique. This is like a deluxe sample I received. So I got all of this with my order for both of these, and I got these 20% off. Sephora, Kerastase had a 20% off sale, and I thought, why not? There was no minimum spend, so I was happy to pick up these products. So here's the box for this product, and it is way cooler than the packaging. I mean, this is nice as an ombre, but I mean, the packaging of this is like holographic purple. It's amazing. I wish the whole bottle was like this. But this is supposed to be a night serum that you leave in, but I think you can leave it in whenever. You don't have to rinse it out. You can put it in dry or wet hair. And it's for highlighted hair, lightened hair, which is me. Have a couple highlights. I have the other serum, overnight serum, that's in the brown bottle. That serum is a little bit more watery, not watery, but just more lotiony and wet feeling. And this one is definitely more of a dry cream, so not as wet. So very different texture. Not like very different, but noticeable enough. And this one feels very herbally, not as much floral like I thought it would be. So more of like a definitely herbal scent, more of a gender neutral scent, I'll say. I'm putting it in dry hair, and I'm actually gonna use my straightener to curl the ends of my hair. But I kind of want to use this in a non-traditional way. Normally I would put this in wet hair, but I want to see what it's like on dry, just because I'm curious. And then after I'm all done, we're gonna finish it off with the perfumed oil. Okay, so, and here's the perfumed oil box. It's just a black box, in case you're curious. So I'm just gonna do one section with you guys using my Ghd Platinum Straightener. I have tried a couple straighteners. I've tried T3 ones from a long time ago, the Babyless one, the blue one, and I went back to GHD. I had mine for years, and it kind of stopped. It would go on and off by itself when I was using it, and I would be straightening and I didn't know it was off, and it was really annoying. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a new one, but I wanted something cheaper, so I got the Babyless, which is okay. I don't love it. And eventually got this through Costco, and it works great. Has this sort of beveled end there. And I like using it to kind of just finish off my hair when it's curly. Just make the ends a little bit smoother and more finished. I don't know if you can see it there. I don't always like to redo my whole hair in curls because I don't really need it, although sometimes my texture can look funny with all different curl patterns going on, like with the straightener and then my own curls. It just looks a little funny sometimes. But you've probably seen many people use a straightener to curl, and so I don't need to tell you how to do it. You honestly, like, you can watch as many videos, but until you actually practice and do it yourself, you're not, I mean, you just kind of have to figure it out. Like, you straighten, turn all the way around 360, and then pull your hair through. That's how I do it. And you can get different results doing it different ways, just like a curling iron. I'm not looking for perfection, so I don't go root to tip. But you can see some like steam coming off. That's the product. Hopefully it's not my hair. I have definitely burned my hair with blow dryers and straighteners. The only thing with this straightener, you can't control the heat, and that's kind of what I wanted. So I got the baby list because you can control the heat, but I found that once I never really changed the temperature once I reached the temperature. And I mean, for me, the straightener has to be hot to straighten my hair. It doesn't really, it would take forever if it was on cool heat, and then it wouldn't last if it was not hot enough. So I don't know about you, I put it on hot anyway, so temperature control doesn't really matter. So I'm just kind of doing random sections just to smooth out my hair. Really, you're only going to see the top layers. So especially on the underneath part, I don't want to do my whole hair. Just a little something something at the end. I know most of you are not going to do what I'm going to do with my hair, which is not curl all your hair. Because you're like, what? It's going to look weird. I think you should do whatever works for you and what works for your texture. If you don't need to curl all your hair, don't. You're going to save the strength of your hair by not doing that. I'm actually going to use a heat protecting spray, which I really love, because once you have dry hair, those heat protecting creams made for wet hair don't work. I know I just put in a leave-in, but you know, it works, especially if you want to do it straight. Like, you don't want a heavy cream on dry hair. So I use a hot iron spray. I think they discontinued this. This is from Catwalk TIGI. And I have bought several bottles of this. So when I curl or straighten dry hair, I use the spray. Normally, if I'm gonna straighten my hair, I prefer to blow it out with a brush and a blow dryer rather than just straighten curly hair with this, because I feel like it's not as damaging as the hot iron, especially with the Dyson dryer that I have. I think no matter what straightener you have, it's going to damage your hair every time you use it, no matter how much heat protectant you put on, although it helps. It certainly helps. So I'm doing a little bit more curling, going more up my hair on this layer. Alright, I just finished that second section and I just realized I didn't put this in before I did my hair. I just used the spray. So we're gonna experiment and try putting this in after I curl my hair and see what that's like. Because I imagine some of you are going to do your hair and then maybe right before you shower, or you just want to put a leave-in to keep your hair soft. Maybe second day, third day hair, and you want something that's gonna help your hair recover. You could put this in dry hair. I don't know how often you guys would do that, but it doesn't, I don't know, definitely kind of ruined this curl right here. But otherwise it didn't affect my style too much. if you have a really easygoing hairstyle, I think putting this in isn't gonna affect it. If you have like very curly hair and then you straighten it and then put this in, I think it would make bends in your hair and make it wavy again, because it's a pretty wet product. And I'm having to redo my curls. So I think the best bet is to put this in before you do your hair, if that's how you're gonna use it. I think it's really intended to put it on wet hair at night and then rinse it out in the morning, because people don't want that heaviness in their hair. I don't need to rinse it out because my hair can handle plenty of product. If you have very fine hair, you may not want to leave this in and you want to wash it out. It's kind of like a leave-in mask, but it's not. It's really light, so I don't see it that way. But you could really put it in and leave it in anytime to give your hair a little boost. Very interesting. But if you want to use it purely for heat protection before you style your hair, you're going to want to use the Cicanuit like hair primer. That's going to protect your hair. Not this one, but this is what I have. And I usually use these products when my hair is damp and not dry. And I use it before blow drying. If I'm going to straighten my hair with an iron, it has to already be dry. I don't think Kerastase offers products for heat protecting on dry hair, which is unfortunate. Besides maybe an oil. So I don't like using oils for heat protection because that's a lot of oil to use, and I don't want to use that much oil just to protect my hair. So just some thoughts. I think more companies need to make heat styling sprays for straightening your hair, and that means they have to be very fine. Alright, I will be back. Alright guys, I finished curling my hair. You'll notice the top section is a lot straighter because well, the top section of my hair is usually less wavy than the rest of my hair, so it's definitely a lot straighter and poofy and frizzier than the other parts of my hair, so it looks a lot more like curls from the curling iron than anything else, because that's what it is. So I have some really loose curls here. I would probably make them a little tighter if I wanted my curls to last a little longer. But I think it's a pretty good result. I don't think I would use this again to straighten my hair. Not that I'm like using it to straighten my hair, but I think I would definitely keep this for damp hair and not for dry hair. At least for me. I find the scent to be really strong in dry hair, especially when I'm putting it in. It doesn't smell strong now, but this has Edelweiss in it, and I think that's what I'm smelling. It's like a very herbally scent. It's not flowery. I don't know that I love it. It's not bad. I think I like their conditioner from this line a lot better. It smells a lot better. So I wasn't expecting this to smell that strongly of Edelweiss for sure. But it's nice. You know, we'll see if I end up buying another bottle. But yeah, so let's try the perfume. This is the Chronologiste perfume oil. They have several oils from Kerastase. The original and the gold bottle is what most people buy, and it's nice. It's a little bit thick probably for a lot of people. But I wanted to try this perfume oil. I was curious, like, because I want my hair to smell good, and my hair doesn't really hold perfume. It doesn't really hold scents well that are in hair care. So like if I shampoo or condition my hair and it smells really good, that scent doesn't stay in my hair when it's dry, like the scent's gone. I know some people, they wash their hair and it smells just like the shampoo and they love it. My hair doesn't retain a scent. So I wanted to put something in my hair when it's dry to kind of like cover up any bad smells or just kind of make my hair smell good. So I picked this up, and it's like a regular oil, and the scent of it is really clean. It's not super florally. It's a nice neutral scent. The only thing I think that I don't like about this oil, it's a lot oilier than I thought. My hair can handle it, but I don't know that a lot of other people with thinner hair or less hair are gonna like it. You see how much I applied, and you can see like how much shinier it makes my hair, but some of you, this is gonna be way too heavy. So I think this one's even thicker than the original, like the gold one. So I was just surprised at the texture of it. See, a little bit's gonna go a long way for a lot of you, otherwise you're probably gonna hate it. But I've tried it a few times in my dry hair, and I think it helps make my hair smell better, but after like the next day I didn't really smell it anymore, but my hair didn't smell bad. So I think it's more like a neutralizer, like if you burned your hair or whatever and you wanted to mask that smell, this would help. But because it's so oily, you can't really apply that much. So don't be afraid like, oh, my hair is gonna smell so strong, I'm gonna hate it. This is not that product. You're not gonna go overboard with it because of the texture. You can't. So that could be a good thing for some people, but if you really want a strong scented hair, you're gonna have to apply a lot of it. But it's nice. Again, another product, I don't know that it's gonna be worth it for me to repurchase it. But it's a nice oil, it's a nice scent, it's nice and fresh. And that is my hair. I don't know that I can recommend these. So this is for blondes, right? This is supposed to help with, you know, keeping your hair from breaking, repairing. I don't know how well this is gonna do that. I think masks from Kerastase are really good. Their purple shampoo is really good for toning, but in terms of repairing damaged hair, I don't think you have to specifically buy from this range. I think you can buy their repairing stuff, damaged stuff from their other ranges as well. Alright, that is it for this video, just a quick little hair video. Please let me know if you have any questions, comment below, click like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.